This video is sponsored by Curls Queen. If you are interested in seeing how I achieved this look using their yaki clip-in extensions and no heat damage to my natural curls, then stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I'm so super excited to finally be getting into this box, you guys, from Curls Queen. They did their big one with their packaging, first of all. So shout out to them for this awesome branding because the box is giving girly self-care day. Get into it. And I love me a nice sturdy box that's not completely squished and destroyed by the time it makes it to me. I love that they do offer accessories to help to care for your hair extensions. So included in this little bag, I received a brush, which is like a detangling brush. I actually want to try this brush out on my curly hair. I'm sure it will come in very handy since I'm going to be wearing long hair extensions. And it's fairly compact, so it can fit in a nice size purse. There are some wig clips included and this satin bonnet, which is reversible, and an elastic adjustable band for all head sizes, which is absolutely necessary. And the earth tones pop on any skin color. Now let's get into these clip-in hair extensions. They are in a satin storage bag. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. This is a full bundle of 18-inch long yaki hair. And it is just regular wefted hair, and the wig clips are already installed on the tracks. The tracks are already pre-sectioned. And I must admit, I was a little bit nervous when I saw the wig clips included in the pack separately, but the wig clips are indeed already sewn on. They're very easy to clip open and clip close, and it feels like a sturdy grip, but we will see once I get it into my hair. This is a little survey that they had included in my box, and a thank you card, which is very necessary if you want my business to feel appreciated. Now let's get into how I prepped my natural hair without heat damaging it. I have been straightening my natural hair by using a wet roller set styling method. If you are interested in more details on how I do this from start to finish, then please check out the videos that I have posted on my YouTube channel, Tress to Impress. Essentially, I shampoo, condition, deep condition, and steam treat my hair. Then I detangle my hair thoroughly and roll it as smoothly as possible on these hard rollers. I sit under a hooded dryer and air dry my hair partly. And once my hair is completely dry, I remove these hard magnetic rollers from my hair, which is the process that you're seeing happening right now. Then I continue with wrapping my hair around my head. I cover it with saran wrap for a silking effect, and I get back up under the hooded dryer, and then I take that down, and you'll see the results that I end up with. Though the results are a lot straighter than my natural curl pattern, they were not straight enough to blend with the clip-in hair extensions, so I had two options. I could curl the clip-in extensions, or I could wrap my hair and wear it a few days and let the curls drop a little bit. And that's the option that I chose. Now, I did end up having to go over my hair with one pass of the flat iron, and these are the results that you are seeing. My flat iron was set to 350, which did not heat damage my hair at all, and I used chunky sections of hair. I also used a little bit too much of a heat protectant spray, and I think that is why the ends of my hair frizzed a little bit, but I'm still going to make this look work. Now it's time to prep the hair extensions. I went over them with a couple of passes with my flat iron set to 350 just to get the folds out from the hair being folded in the box. I still wanted the hair to keep its full texture and blend with my natural hair. Being that my flat irons were set to 350, I cannot vouch for how this hair behaves if it's flat ironed at a higher temperature than that. But at 350, it behaved very well. It did not melt, it did not stick to my flat irons, and it did get the crease out. Now it's time for me to go ahead and start installing my clip-in extensions. I started at the back of my head. As you can see, I made a horizontal part. I'm clipping open my extension, and I am going to get those wig combs as close to the root of my hair and the part as I possibly can, and then clip the clips into place. I started at the center and then did the clips on the outer edges. There were 4 different sizes of these clip-in extensions, and there were 2 of each size, except the shortest pieces. There were 4 of that particular size, and I used those towards the front of my head. You guys are going to see me put every single track in, so you'll get to see what I'm talking about and exactly how many pieces of hair were included in the set. So I've made another horizontal part. I'm clipping the hair extensions open, and then I'm going to put that track as close to the roots of my hair and that part as possible. And then I'm clipping the wig clips closed. They just snap open and snap closed. And that is all. And you guys are watching this in real time. Some of the clips are cut, but the speed is normal. Now I'm making another horizontal part, and I'm going to use a little bit wider of a section of the wig clip on this because my head is getting wider from side to side at this point. So this piece I think had 5 wig clips on it. And I'm going to do the same thing, center it on my head and start with the middle clips and then clip my way outward. At this point, I started to realize how much hair this really was and how thick and full it looks because as you can see, it's covering up my blunt cut. Now that made me realize I have no idea what yaki means. So I looked it up and I learned that this type of hair extension is created to mimic textured hair that has been relaxed or straightened. Never had yaki extensions before this, but I do love it, especially now that I have been putting less heat on my hair. This texture definitely blends very well with my hair, and I love the way that it looks fuller. This is actually only my second time ever having my hair cut blunt across the ends, and it's working against me just a little bit. Would not have been a problem if my hair was layered. However, I started to notice that my blunt ends were a little bit of a problem to cover up at this point. I mean, it was still working out, don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit of a challenge. So I think that if I am to wear these hair extensions again, I will probably just leave out my real hair at the front near my part section, and I would braid down the rest of my hair and then clip the hair extensions on top of the braids as if I were doing a sew-in or a U-part wig. On this part, I wanted to be sure to point out that I am trying to start this extension as close to the front perimeter of my hair as I possibly can and still keep the track concealed so that that hair can be over directed over my blunt ends on the left side of my head. If my hair were braided up in the back rather than being loose, I would not have to worry about that at all, and it will be a lot more of a seamless blend. I honestly thought that it was not going to be enough hair for me to use that method, but this is plenty of hair actually to use that method, which I'm very impressed by that. So now I am going to do the same thing, but this time start the track from the right side of my head and get it as close to the front right side of my head as possible to cover up my full blunt ends of my hair on that side of my head. At this point, I have used all of the longer tracks, and I'm about to go ahead and start installing those shorter tracks in my bang piece. So you can see at the front, my hair is long, but it's very chopped off on the ends. So I'm going to show you guys how I part my hair on an angle at the front of my head and place these tracks in and kind of over direct them towards the front of my face so that they're covering up those chunky ends of my hair. So I've done one short track. This is the second layer of the short track. And with each layer, I'm moving closer to the front edge of my head. And I have enough of my real hair that's going to lie on top to not worry about whether a track is going to show or not. So now I'm on the third layer of this short track that I'm adding at the front bang piece. Once again, keeping it as close to the edge of my hair as possible. And then I'm going to brush my real hair over the top and it looks natural. Now, look at the left side and you see how I have like this chopped off look to my natural hair. It's not blending with the extensions. I'm about to show you really quickly how I made it blend. I went above the last track that I added on the left side and I added one of the short bang pieces on this side, and I got extremely close to the edges of my head once again. And then I'm going to brush my real hair down on top of that. So I covered up a lot of the bulk of my real hair with the extension, and then the only thing that's going to be left on top is a more thin layer that can blend more seamlessly. Now, my edges on this side are already laid down, and I just used a little bit of hairspray to hold it in place so my curly hair would not revert. And this is the finished look. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think it looks amazing. It's super natural, but still a complete transformation at the same time. And now it's your turn to order your clip-in hair extensions from Curls Queen. Below this video where you see the title, click more and you'll see the description box and all of the information to order will be there. I'll see you guys in the next video.